Hi there, welcome back to The Perspective on Varita Satu. I'm Blaise Hope. With me in the studio, Ravi Rajendran, Vice President and General Manager for South Asia of Hitachi Data Systems, talking about the Internet of Things, big data, and all these wonderful images of the future. Let's talk a bit about the Hitachi Social Innovation Initiative. We've touched on it quite a lot, but crime. This is something you mentioned. How does this affect crime and public safety?
It's very important that we know that crimes happen on a regular basis.
Right.
But after the crime happens, watching the video and analyzing that can help understand trends, can help understand is there a pattern.
Triggers.
Basically.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I think we're striving to is to come up with a public safety approach, public safety solution. When we talk about making or building safe cities, if we can be more predictive in the analysis of such crimes, rather than reacting to after it's happened. Now, it's a tough scenario because you've got to have a lot of information, a lot of feeds, a lot of analytics to understand what's going on from a crime scene, from within a city, within a region. But at the same point, what the Hitachi play with our Hitachi Public Safety Initiative is to try to see if we can leverage all this Internet of Things objects, pulling that data together, providing an analysis and analytics to all of that big data, and helping the right organizations see if they could prevent or be more proactive about managing those crimes prior to it happening.
So you could look at a problem before you even have that problem by seeing the data, the trends that they've gathered, or the information they have on in somewhere where they do have the issue.
Exactly. Looking at the solution itself, if we're just looking at video cameras, after it happened, you don't solve a lot of things. But if you start to trend the whole thing, then you start to see, okay, there is a certain particular trend. Maybe I should increase petrol, stuff like that. The solution that we have in a public safety solution is a real one. It's out there, it's being deployed in cities, in the States, United States. It's basically down to cameras, managing movements, motions, vehicle of interest, down to license plate identification, down to identifying various spots where there had been a robbery, various spots, there have been gunshots, etc., etc., and helping put that all into one view.
Where should we put a new street light?
Yeah, definitely, because that's some crimes happening in that area. We might have to consider doing that. Banks, etc., locations, places of interest. So that solution is actually there and ready within Hitachi to take to market. But I think the more important thing...
What's the line between this and Big Brother, just to prod the fire?
We're working closely with societies, with cities, with the authorities to see how we can help solve those problems rather than to manage information that we don't really need to know. It's just providing a mechanism. So we mean it when we say Hitachi social innovation is to drive safe city. You've got to have a strategy is great, but you've got to have a solution to show the police department in a certain organization, a city, how we can help them in that particular area.
Okay.
The government, municipals, how we can help them. It could be, across different cities and countries.
Let's move on to another one of these topics. We've touched on energy, cars, health, definitely, and now public safety, telecom analytics. What does that mean?
Okay, this is again a solution that we have live. It's being something that we can help customers right now. It's not a future. Understanding the telecommunication networks, understanding the loads proactively before you hit a max out scenario is important. Going to a customer's data center, understanding their networks before it hits maximum bandwidth is important. So these are areas where we help analyze the loads on a telecommunication network, bandwidth, so on, and letting them know ahead of time. Just the example I gave you about letting the fridge know how to pre-order your gallon of milk before you run out of it.
Yeah.
That's at a consumer level. This is helping at a country level, at a customer level, how we can help manage their environment a bit more efficiently and proactively provide for additional bandwidth if it's required, if you're suddenly hitting a peak period.
Okay, so this is the technical know-how.
Basically, yes, just to see how we can help.
Got to go to break one more time, but we'll be back. Stay tuned.